Hey there, Rachel here, Rach the Stamper, and today I want to show you how to make this very simple card. Stampin' Up! Sent out something where it was like a downloadable class. I can't really remember if I got this as a demonstrator, if it was in like, I think it's one of their emails that they send out, but basically, this is the simple version. This is kind of more what I did. So you could use this for anything. I used what I had, which is retired stuff, but I used mostly new colors. But I really, really love the watercolor pencil. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to pick some stamps, floral. You could really do anything, but floral kind of is a little bit simpler. And you're going to stamp it in a light color, and then you're going to go back and you're going to trace over it. Then if you wanted to get a little more fancy, you could add some other layers behind it. There's some embossing, a lot of dimensionals and stuff. But what you wanted to do. So what I did is I loved this because these sentiments were so cute. I used Softly Said, which is retired. I'm going to do thank you instead. So I've thank you. And the thank you I did the ink and the paper matching. So Secret C, which is an in color. And then I use Secret C ink for that. Now, maybe for the next one, we'll pop it up and like put a little bit of extra stuff on it. But we'll see what happens. And then I used, because this was the only floral stamp set I had. I don't have a lot of flowers. And I feel like we have so many flower stamp sets, like it's all we ever have. So I just picked one that I liked. I have none that are current. So this is one I used, which I thought was kind of cool because of it having the lighter and darker in it. So that's what I did. So these are the colors I chose. Again, in case you haven't seen it, these are the new magnetic pads, Crisp Cantaloupe, which was a old in color, which is back again. So I'm super excited about that. It seems that it is about 10 years between them coming back. So just in case you're maybe jonesing for a color that we used to have, maybe it'll be back in the next year because they're taking like a 10-year cycle, because this was a 2015 in color. And then I also used Coastal Cabana, which was for these little guys here. I used Daffodil Delight for the little small flower. I used originally Garden Green, but it was a little too dark, so I'm going to go to Granny Apple Green. That's for this part here. And then Crisp Cantaloupe was for the larger flower. And then I also used watercolor pencils. So let me show you the ones I used. I think this is a combo of two sets. I had like the watercolor and the watercolor 2. There are some other watercolors that are kind of, I hate to say in between colors, but they were in like kits and stuff. So we do have a good amount of watercolors, but what you want to do is you want to pick a color that's similar-ish to the color that you're using. I used the Melon Mambo just to add these little dots because there was not really a dot stamp for that. You probably could use this if you wanted to, but I just did some trios of 3 dots. So I used the Granny Apple was on the Garden Green. I used, oh, I forgot the yellow one. Coral was for the Crisp Cantaloupe. Cabana went with the Cabana, obviously. And then I have the 2 different greens. But I do need, what's the other one that I need? Yellow. There has to be a yellow one. Here it is. It was loose in there. Daffodil Delight. So some of the colors may match, some of them may not. But it doesn't really make one bit of difference one way or the other. But what we're going to do is, first I'm going to go ahead and stamp this. That way it can dry. I'm just going to grab a scrap of cardstock. Here's a good one. Perfect. So I'm just going to ink this and let this dry. And then I just fussy cut it. I know not everybody likes doing that, but I do. So that's what I did. I feel like that U isn't inked up, but it could just be the way it is. So Secret C is going to be retiring next year, so we still at least do have a year. So I'm just gonna let this sit on the side and dry. So if you like it, I'm really hoping, I heard they're going to do a color refresh, so maybe if we use it a lot they'll change their mind and keep it, or let it stay on like Coastal Cabana came back. So I have a piece for the inside. So we have 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. This is 4 by 5 1/4. That's just for the inside panel because this is so dark. I'm not going to use that yet. And then this piece, I think I measured it at 4 by 5 1/4. Yeah, so this is the piece that we're using on this. I know it's like a little bit of a weird size, but I stamped this originally and cut it down, so I thought this kind of worked a little bit better. So we're going to start with our biggest and then move in. So we're going to begin with Granny Apple Green. Now, the other thing that is just to be known here is if your stamps, your ink pads are not super inky, this is the perfect technique because you want it to be light. You don't want it to be dark because you want to be able to just add it and then add your color. So what I'm going to do is, just to be on the safe side, I'm going to stamp this off before I use it because I do want it to be light. So I did use the Granny Apple and it's still so dark. And the funny part is I didn't even re-ink it. So I'm not even going to ink this one up. So it's kind of stamping them opposite. I probably could have stamped that off again, but so Granny Apple Green. And then what did I do? I feel like I did the cantaloupe. So I don't know. Oh my gosh, it's pouring. Wow. I tell you, man, can't get the rain to stop here. Holy moly. We had like the Memorial Day weekend was just full of rain. It really was not fun when you have a pool. So this one kind of looks light, but again, you do want it to be light. So I just kind of went up. That's almost a little too light, but I'm going to leave it because I don't want to stamp it again and it might not match up. Then I added in my Daffodil Delight. This is for this little doodad here. And this one was kind of more of a fill-in, so you can really do this as much as you want. I'm just kind of eyeballing my sample to see where I put them. It doesn't have to be exact. And then finally I did the Coastal Cabana and this little long stringy thing. But you could put in other stuff if you wanted. It just depends. Again, you don't want this to be super dark. And it is going to all overlap, so you might think like, well, I don't know if I'm going to like the way it looks. But it kind of works out. And then your sentiment is going to cover all this middle stuff. That's why you do want a little bit bigger of a sentiment. So now what you're going to do, let me just move all these things up and out of the way. So you may, okay, so first, just to go back a step, for watercolor pencils, you don't want them to be really precision sharp. You want them to be a little bit sharp, but it's not going to be like a pencil, which is hard for me because I love a super sharp pencil. But these need to be softer just for the blending capabilities if you were blending them. And I did do a tiny bit of blending for this, and I actually didn't like it, so I just stopped right where I was, and I went back. So, let me throw all this in here. So what you're going to do, just pick whatever thing you want to use. It doesn't matter. So for example, this green looks like it dries a little darker. So this Granny Apple might not show up. So I'm going to use the garden green on this. And basically what I'm doing is I'm just picking a side and kind of accenting the color. I'm going to stay on the same side. And I don't really feel that adding the blender brush or blending this really did anything, but I'm going to trace this little. So I didn't do it because I liked it that way. And then I'm going to just turn this and do the same thing. So I'm going to go back to the Granny Apple for this. You can make it as wide or as thin as you like. But it is kind of a cool technique, which, I mean, I don't know if this is something that is, maybe I just didn't know about it. Could be. Not like I know everything, but. So you have that. Then you're going to go into Calypso Coral. So I'm going to, for these, I kind of did the whole petal. I'm not going to do this behind as dark, just a little bit. And now this one is really light, so you wanted to, you could make this one a little bit darker, or you could also blend if you felt like it, but I'm going to just leave it as it is. And again, the middle is going to be covered, so you don't really have to go quite as hard there. All right, yellow or Daffodil Delight. We are in a drought in Maryland, so, I mean, I know we need the rain. I just really wish we weren't getting it all at the same time. But, you know, par for the course. I think I've said it before. We open the pool and then kind of everything does what it does. Thankfully, it's only May, so we have plenty of time. Okay, and then finally, I have Coastal Cabana. So for these, really, again, it is subjective. You can do as much or as little as you want. I am going to see Grease because it's in the movie theater. One of my favorites. My mom and I love that movie. My dad's going to go with me. And we're going to see it in the movie theater. I don't know really why it's out, but I know a lot of times the movies around here, they are doing like flashbacks, which I totally appreciate because I got to take Christian to Jurassic Park, which he loves Jurassic Park. So that was pretty cool to be able to see that in the theater, especially too because it's so loud and immersive. So I think it's cool. I know they are planning to show Goonies, I think, on the side of the building, and Jaws at some point this summer, which will be pretty neat. But are you a Grease fan? Do you like Grease? Is that something you would go see? That looks cool. That's good. And then finally, I have my Melon Mambo, so I'm just going to do my little dots. I don't really know where I'm going to glue the sentiment, so I'm going to just do some extras, and we can always do some at the end as well. And like I said, we'll put some embellishments on this. I will do some dimensionals, and we'll see. I'll leave it like that for now. We'll see what we think of it. Okay, so now I'm going to trim this with my scissors. I just think what's hilarious is the fact of, I think I was 2-ish when Grease came out. And some of the things that my mom would not let me go and see in the movies, for example, Splash, I was not allowed to go see because there was a naked shot of Daryl Hannah's behind for a minute. And apparently that was just not doable, which I'm like, everybody has a butt. I don't really see what the big deal is. I was so bummed because all my friends went. However, some of the lyrics in Grease are super, 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 super inappropriate. And I was just running around. I'm sure I probably didn't actually know the words, making up my own things, but gosh, between that and, so that wasn't so hard. And it fits in there nicely. It's probably a little bit bigger, so I think I'm going to off-center it maybe a little bit, so it'll kind of cover a little bit more of this one down here. And now that I see this, I'm going to add just a teeny bit, just to make it a little lighter. But just the, you know, at the time, I didn't faze me, didn't cross my mind, none of that stuff about what I was singing about in Grease. I think what was more shocking to me, though, was when I actually finally watched Saturday Night Fever in the uncut version, which, holy moly, that was such a traumatic scene in there. And I had never seen it before, where to the point where I was almost like, I do not remember this. Is this actually part of the movie? Well, because I guess I had only ever seen the edited version, and that one tore me up. But I mean, I still love the movie, but holy cow, just the things that you don't realize, I guess, maybe until you get a little bit older. I don't know. So I'm going to just eyeball this with my centering. More so just really making sure it looks straight. That looks pretty good. I am going to put some dimensionals on the back of this. And then we'll add some of our embellishments. We'll see what we have laying around here we can add to it. But I love Grease still to this day. So my dad, since my mom is not here, my dad is going to go see it with me. And I am really excited. So far, I think we are the only 2 people in the movie theater, which is great because I will sing and carry on, and that's fine. He probably will end up falling asleep. Or maybe not. You never know. He doesn't think he's ever even seen the movie in full, but he remembers me watching it over and over again. So obviously he probably has seen most of it. But did you have any of those kind of movies growing up that your parents were like, absolutely not, you will not go see that? I'm going to just use some of the rest of these. These are the 2022, 24 in color dots, since I have some. So I figured these will be a good use to pop a couple of these on. We'll see what I have left. There's just a variance of things here, sizes and shape, but we'll just add a couple. Did you have a movie like that? I'm going to stick with the tiny ones. What was the movie? Leave me a comment and let me know. I would love to know. I would like to do some that are like a flat shimmer. Let's see if I have anything like that. Would you go see a movie now? Like Grease? Is that something you would pay to go see? Or are you like, eh? I mean, I do have the DVD in the basement. And probably the VHS tape as well. However, I'm going to use a couple of these. I think these are like copper something or others. I'll use just like a couple just to add a little something on here. I wonder what these are. Champagne rhinestones. Look at that. Things you find. Oops. Put 3 up here. That looks good. So just using up some old embellishments. So I'm going to put these together. Let me just put this back in here because if not, they'll be all over the room before I know it. Let me know your thoughts on those things. I am genuinely curious. What did we also? We saw something else in the movies that was an older something. I can't remember what it was. Recently. Oh, Sandlot. Actually for Catholic Schools Week, they rented out the movie, 2 of the theaters, 2 of the rooms in the movie theater, and the kids got to pick between a newer movie or The Sandlot. So I got to go see that, which was really cool because obviously that was not in my, it was in my age. It just probably I was off doing something else, like going out, having a good time, having drinks or something like that. So that was another fun one. But there are some things that I am looking forward to. Hopefully they come back in the theater again, which is really fun. I gotta say, I like the dimensional part of it. This is very simple, but I feel like the dimensional, even without these little gems on there, it just makes it just a little bit more. But so that kind of would go back to between the version they sent, the first version, and then the second version where you can see it's a little more popped up. But Paradise Garden is what they showed this. So if you're in the market for something, you could get that. It's a pretty simple card. I mean, a lot of fun. You could use this with many of the things that you probably already have, which is even better because then you're using stuff that you will get rid of. So you could buy something different if you'd like. But thank you so much for watching. If you learned something new, whether it be about stamping, using your supplies, or grease, feel free to leave me a comment. Otherwise, I would love for you to like, subscribe, follow, and share. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.